We are at RAJKOT Builder Association's event, what is told as Property Expo Showcase 2019, which is from 4th to 7th January. Today it's a Sunday. We have a power-packed panel over here. Let me introduce, first of all, the President of the RAJKOT Builders Association, Mr. Paresh Gajera. He is over here with us. Paresh bhai, RAJKOT Builders Association no Property Expo Showcase 2019. શું ઈચ્છાઓ છે? કારણ કે જીએસટી અને રેરાની વચ્ચે રિયલ એસ્ટેટ માર્કેટ આખું અત્યારે ટોટલી એક પ્રકારના મંદીના માહોલમાં ઇન્વેન્ટરી છે, માલ વેચાતો નથી અને નવા માલની કેવી રીતના જે આયોજન થશે અથવા તો જે અફોર્ડેબલ હાઉસિંગની વાત છે, તો આ દિશામાં આ પ્રોપર્ટી શો શું એક વેલ્યુ એડિશન કરશે?
ફર્સ્ટ ઓફ ઓલ તો રાજકોટને ફક્ત ભારત નહીં પણ વિશ્વના નકશા ઉપર મૂકવાની ઈચ્છા છે. આજે હમણાં જ આવ્યો હતો એક સર્વે કે વર્લ્ડના ફાસ્ટ ગ્રોઈંગ સિટીમાં રાજકોટ 7મા ક્રમે છે, તો એ 7મામાંથી 5મા કેમ આવે, 3જા ક્રમે કેમ આવે? આજે તમે જુઓ તો સરકાર તરફથી ઇન્ટરનેશનલ એરપોર્ટ, રાજકોટ અહેમદાબાદ 4 ટ્રેક હાઈવે અને હમણાં જ એમ્સની જાહેરાત પણ થઈ છે. સીએમ આઈના છે રાજકોટના. સૌરાષ્ટ્રનું પાટનગર ગણાય. આખા સૌરાષ્ટ્રમાં 1.5-2 કરોડની વસ્તી છે. સૌરાષ્ટ્રમાંથી કોઈ પણ વ્યક્તિ માઇગ્રેટ થાય તો પહેલા રાજકોટનું વિચારે, પછી અમદાવાદ કે સુરતનું વિચારે. તો રાજકોટમાં બેઝિક સુવિધા આજે દિવસે દિવસે વધતી જાય છે, ઇન્ફ્રાસ્ટ્રક્ચર વધતું જાય છે. તો રાજકોટમાં પ્રોપર્ટી ડેવલપર, પ્રોપર્ટી માર્કેટ વધારે સારું કેમ ચાલે, તેજીમાં કેમ આવે, આ હેતુથી આ પ્રોપર્ટી એક્સપોનું આયોજન કરવામાં આવ્યું છે.
Let me tell you, this is a joint initiative of Dateline Gujarat and Speed Report to bring this to you on several of our social media handles. We have with us, after talking to ex-presidents, I mean the present-day president, we are talking to one of the ex-presidents, CM from Rajkot, Hitesh Bagdai, one of the prime names in the real estate area of Rajkot. Now, yesterday news, even PM likely to contest from Rajkot. Paresh bhai rightly said the kind of infrastructure work which has been done. You have always been talking about the urbanization of Rajkot as the epicenter of urbanization. How do you see this property show catalyzing the real estate demand in Rajkot now from here?
See, it has been always like this. Whenever any event which showcases your product, that is, our product is like real estate products, it always catalyzes the market and it gives a boost, lot of boost to the market, not for immediate coming past, but for a longer period of time. I would say it would continue for 3 years to 5 years. So the long-lasting effect and ripple effect this property show is going to have on a real estate market.
It's a kind of branding and marketing for Rajkot as a real estate destination, basically.
Yeah, you could say that also, kind of branding also sidewise. But main aim is to showcase the competence and the quality which Rajkot builders have and the capability of kind of projects they complete and they execute. That is also another aim and objective.
Very rightly said, Hitesh bhai, and I will connect to one of the members who has been into the real estate space, Mr. Anil Jethani. Luckily, I mean, he's having experience even of media. He runs a newspaper, now even a digital brand which is going heavy on the digital platforms. Anil, you are somebody who has worked in Rajkot. You have your working presently in Ahmedabad. You have your working presently in Bombay. You have, what I learned from you is you have some land parcels even in Delhi. So when you talk of a comparative Rajkot as a destination, because I am a Rajkotian, I've stayed at all these places, and I always say weather in Rajkot is fantastic. So when you say Rajkot and a real estate space, how will you market this? You know, because I understand one thing, there is a strong inventory of houses, affordable housing of government under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana for the rural and urban schemes. The biggest catch for the government is they get a freehold land parcel, which probably you private players do not get it. In this scenario, how will you market, or how does this particular property show trigger a kind of catalysis to market or create a brand Rajkot? Because Rajkot construction is fabulous, no doubt about that. But how do you see this really catalyzing the momentum from here to sell Rajkot as a real estate destination?
Himanshu, as our president rightly said that Rajkot is the 7th fastest growing city of the world. Apart from that, Rajkot has a very potentials in real estate and construction industry because it's a developing city. And also we have luckily CM of the Gujarat from the Rajkot.
Okay.
So a lot of political benefits are coming up in Rajkot itself. Again, smart city is one of the prime project, and looking after by PMO himself. So that way we are looking at Rajkot very potential for the real estate and construction. As far as this event is concerned, this event is mainly for branding and showcasing their projects. Rajkot is very much known for their workmanship, quality of construction. And now there are quality amenities have been also added to the projects. And in era of this technology and educational customers, now everybody is looking for amenities also. Earlier it was a concept of having a good facility inside the flats or bungalows or your property. Now they are also looking for added amenities which is available in the campus and all.
True.
So that way the new generation of our real estate developers have also worked very hard to provide these amenities here. So it's a kind of approach from our side to gather citizen and people from entire region under a one roof where all can showcase their projects, and they have a multiple choices of projects so that they can compare the amenities, the facilities, the projects, the locations and whatnot. So this is how we are showcasing branding under this event.
The BJP's Zameen se Judi Rajniti on a lighter note is really helping the real estate momentum in Rajkot. That's what I understand. But my biggest question still remains unanswered. The government, when it brings the LIG or the MIG, they have the free land whole parcels. Private estate players do not have that. Inventory is plugging up. How do you see this to be adding a balance, or how do you see this property show really helping to sell those units, unsold units?
Well, Emanju, this LIG and MIG projects are for a affordable housing segment, whereby there is a separate segment of customers there. What we are selling here is a bit of luxury, premium you can talk about. And there is no comparison between affordable housing and so I don't find any kind of difficulty in hearing.
Premium. Rajkot is considered to be a rock and roll city, Rangilu share. Let us get to one more member, Amit Rambadia. Amit, unfortunately, I happened to meet Amit after almost 2 decades. He's an old friend of a friend of mine. And when yesterday I got the numbers of his, I said, I know him. And Amit, you've been active in this property show.
Yes.
I understand that you and your team has worked really well about it.
Mm-hmm.
So from here, how do you take this? Because this is an event of a vibrant Gujarat scale caliber. You know, you have domes, you have events, workshops. So now what next? Because what I understand is the modern day living, the way Anil said it, that this is interesting. You know, I have one Amit, I have another Amit, I have Anil, I have 3 aces over here. So the way Anil said it, you know, modern day living, luxury and a premium class. How do you see this now going? How do you take a Rajkot property now from here to the second level, a second platform? Of course, you guys have added a glamour. You had Chamita Shetty, today having Rabina Tandon. But apart from glamour, what's a glitz you led to really get a momentum of business from here?
See, here this platform is definitely something different than usual property expos, because here what happened, we have also introduced all the interior products over here. This is not only a property expo, it is also a platform to interior products and interior designers. We have artists also. We have given some spaces to them where they can display their material. We have given one small dome to interior designers to display their work over here. We have given so many stalls over here where you can get each and every material related to real estate, related to properties, which you can choose. You can see what you can have it in your house, or what is it, your dream. So this is what we are giving here. So it's different to them.
So it's a kind of a forward and a backward integration with the real estate. That's what you're taking ahead. Yeah. Let me talk to the Joint Secretary. Joint Secretary is Amit Raja over here. He's a man who is busy. I see a lot of people coming and trying to meet him and talking to him about, I think recently a gentleman from Mundra came,
Yeah.
Adani's land of Mundra, and trying to talk about the real estate. Adani himself is into Shantigram.
Right.
Is Shantigram a part of this show?
No, Shantigram is not a part of this.
I think
But
it's
we have got 5 builders.
Okay.
They have done a stall. That's called AHMEDABAD Gallery.
Okay.
Gahed AHMEDABAD Gallery.
Okay.
So we have 5 builders from Ahmedabad who are displaying their in this showcase.
Okay.
And then we have one builder from Bombay as well. He is here. And then we have got many builders from Jamnagar, Junagadh and nearby. So CREDA is involved everywhere. So it's, you can say you can choose many stalls from here, many houses from here.
Okay, okay. Apart from this consortia of people trying to market their product, what is the prime catch of Rajkot when Anil said kind of premium segment market, premium segment housing, model day housing, modern housing? So what are those segments which are there today?
Actually, the biggest advantage of Rajkot is that all builders do business with the integrity. That is the main advantage. Second, here mid segment and better low mid, and higher segment. We have got all the amenities and all the facilities everywhere in each and every apartment.
Okay.
So you can find the 40 lakh flat where you will find swimming pool, theaters, and gym and everything.
Okay, in 40 lakhs. In 40 lakhs, you have swimming pool, a gym,
and everything, all the amenities, and in 4 crore flat as well. So this is the big, and Rajkot is the capital of Saurashtra.
Okay.
And there are many NRIs who are outside Rajkot. They are all from Rajkot, but they are settled in London, America, Dubai. So it's a prime destination for them also to come and invest in Rajkot.
It's a kind of investment opportunity equally for them.
Okay.
From the word investment, I'll connect back to the ex-president. Investment returns in terms of real estate in Rajkot was a basic benchmark. Today you can't talk investment returns on any instrument in this country, in this economic scenario where you have your GSTs down, you have your economic slowdown. But in this scenario, if I'm choosing a Rajkot, let's say if I have a money and if I want to buy, like you say, from 40 lakhs to 4 crores. 4 crores, I don't know in this scenario, in this situation, somebody would spend. But if a 40 lakh, a basic thing, what's the minimum return in terms of percentage a Rajkot property would give to a buyer?
First, I'll give you a brief history and example how investment is being done. Rajkot is the only place where land is a tradable commodity.
From morning to evening.
Yes.
Why don't you open an exchange, a kind of a stock market exchange for the land exchange in Rajkot?
Say, that is going to happen very soon.
Okay, so that's a breaking news, guys. We are going to have a land exchange for Rajkot, a kind of exchange which will be trading only into land. I don't know, Anil is laughing, but definitely there is something behind this. And Hitosh has broken this news, so let's take ahead of this, how the exchange will happen.
So, land is a tradable commodity here in Rajkot. It's the only place in the world where land is traded. Number 2.
Because you have Gurgaon and Noida also.
Yeah, sort of. Another thing is that land here is a main investment tool in this region. See, otherwise normally investment tools are like bullion or stock or that kind of thing. But here land is an investment tool. People buy land, people sell land, people invest in land or maybe a real estate product. See, I'll give you another example. NRI from this region, Saurashtra, wherever is living, his vision dream would be that I would want to have a single investment here in Rajkot in form of land or in form of flat or a shop or a commercial property or be it anything. So this is kind of people have a mindset about the Rajkot and people across the world, they invest here. Number 2, you asked me about the returns. Returns, I would not like to comment on percentage basis, but I would say it would be many folds.
I mean a specific figure in today's scenario. If let's say I'm investing a 40 lakh today into a flat, what would it fetch me after 1 year?
So it is very difficult to say, but otherwise normally it is year on year it's 15% or maybe more than a 15%.
15% is too good a return. I mean, in this scenario, a bank pays 4%. You said real estate, people are buying, global things are happening. You also talked on the urbanization. From the urbanization, I would like to talk to Paresh Bhai, the president. Paresh Bhai Gajera, ખોડલધામ સાથે સંકળાયેલા છો. પટેલ છો, મોટા ભાગનું જે માઇગ્રેશન રાજકોટમાં થાય છે આજુબાજુના ગ્રામ્ય વિસ્તારોમાંથી થાય છે. કયા પ્રકારનું રોકાણ લોકો ઈચ્છતા હોય છે? કોઈ ખેડૂત પોતાનું જે વાત કરી 40 લાખથી લઈને 4 કરોડ સુધી, તો આ રેન્જમાં આ પ્રકારનું ઇન્વેસ્ટમેન્ટ ગામડાના લોકો કરે છે રાજકોટમાં, અને કરે છે તો શું કામ કરે છે?
100% કરે છે. આપણે જોઈ જશે કે 1995 પછી તમે શેર બજાર લઈ લ્યો, ગોલ્ડ લઈ લ્યો, સિલ્વર લઈ લ્યો અને પ્રોપર્ટી લઈ લ્યો, તો વધારેમાં વધારે રિટર્ન પ્રોપર્ટી આપ્યું છે. બીજું સેફ ઇન્વેસ્ટમેન્ટ.
એમાં રાજકોટ પ્રોપર્ટી જુદી પાછી એ એક સ્પેસિફિકેશન તમારે કરવું પડશે.
રાજકોટ,
જો તમારે રાજકોટને વેચવું એઝ અ ડેસ્ટિનેશન ઓફ ઇન્વેસ્ટમેન્ટ રિયલ એસ્ટેટ, તો
તમને કહું છું કે રાજકોટની પ્રોપર્ટીની માર્કેટનું એક પ્લસ પોઈન્ટ એ છે કે અહીંયા કોઈ ભાવ ઘટ્યા નથી, હંમેશા પ્લસ થયા છે. જ્યારે તમે બીજા સિટીમાં લઈ લ્યો કમ્પેરેટિવ, તો ક્યારેક 10%, 20%, 30% લગીને જ્યારે મંદી આવતી હોય ત્યારે ત્યાં ભાવ ઘટતા હોય છે. રાજકોટના પ્રોપર્ટી માર્કેટમાં કોઈ દિવસ ભાવ ઘટ્યા નથી. અને એક સેફ ઇન્વેસ્ટમેન્ટ કે આપ એક પ્રોપર્ટી લ્યો છો, ડોક્યુમેન્ટ કરો છો ને મૂકી દો છો, અને કોઈ દિવસ આના જેમ શેર માર્કેટ છે કે બીજું માર્કેટ છે એમાં જે રિસ્ક છે એ આમાં રિસ્ક નથી.
ક્રેશ નથી આવતો. લેન્ડ પડ્યું છે, મકાન પડ્યું છે, કોઈ બીજું લઈ નહીં લે, દસ્તાવેજ હશે અને એટલીસ્ટ તમે વેચી શકશો. પણ આ પ્રકારનું ઇન્વેસ્ટમેન્ટ લોકો શું કામ રાજકોટમાં કરે છે, ગ્રામ્ય વિસ્તારોમાંથી ખાસ કરીને?
ખાસ તો અત્યારે પરિસ્થિતિ એવી છે કે બધાને સિટીમાં આવવું છે, બધાને અર્બનાઇઝેશન આવવું છે. તો રાજકોટ છે ને એ પહેલેથી રંગીલું સિટી કહેવાય છે. અને સૌરાષ્ટ્રનું મેં પહેલાં પણ કીધું કે 1.5 થી 2 કરોડની વસ્તી છે સૌરાષ્ટ્રમાં. તો રાજકોટ એટલે પસંદ કરે કે નિયર પહેલાં તો રાજકોટમાં બધી ફેસિલિટી બેઝિક બધી, આજે મોલ જુઓ, તમે થિયેટર જુઓ, આપણે સારી હોસ્પિટલો, સારા એજ્યુકેશન સેન્ટર, અને જે બેઝિક ફેસિલિટી છે, બેઝિક ઇન્ફ્રાસ્ટ્રક્ચર છે, એ બધું રાજકોટમાં છે. અને રાજકોટનો જે ગ્રોથ થવાનો ચાન્સ ખૂબ ઉજળા છે. એટલે ગ્રામ્ય વિસ્તારમાંથી પહેલી પસંદ બધાની રાજકોટની છે.
ઓકે, એટલે એક અર્બનાઇઝેશનનું સેન્ટર, ફેસિલિટીઝ છે, ઇન્ફ્રાસ્ટ્રક્ચર બેઝિક છે, કનેક્ટિવિટી છે, એર કનેક્ટિવિટી છે, રેલ કનેક્ટિવિટી છે, રોડ કનેક્ટિવિટી છે, એજ્યુકેશન છે, એટલે લોકો આવી રહ્યા છે. This brings me to the question to Anil, because Anil has a wide experience of engaging into real estate sector in Rajkot, in Ahmedabad, in Mumbai, in Delhi. Anil bhai, not a kind of industrial growth which can trigger a land buying or land selling in Rajkot. Urbanization is one area, I understand. There's a free income of agriculture, which is a tax-free income, and people would invest into real estate. But is this triggering a kind of momentum wherein what Hitesh said, that you buy land in morning and evening, the prices are different? Is it really the scenario because of that? Or there are some other factors also? And I would like to definitely compliment on one thing you very rightly said, the precision work in construction of Rajkot. My brother stays in Bangalore, he works with Amazon. He also said that I have never found a construction of quality of Rajkot. He is also looking for a property to buy in Rajkot. So yes, I understand one is the glitz, the attraction of that particular real estate projects which are coming up. But apart from that, what are the factors? Industrialization is not there. Is it only the rural economy, the tax-free old income which is being pumped into the real estate sector of Rajkot?
Even so, I would like to add few things with what our president said. Rajkot is a capital of this entire Saurashtra region.
Okay.
People from rural area would like to migrate to the city. Well, we don't have a large industry, but we do have very good engineering industry here.
The small medium enterprise is what you call it. The ecosystem of SME and MSME.
MSME are very good in Rajkot. Now, with the help of government, we do have a national project like AIMS and International Airport in Rajkot. So all those kind of infrastructure is also helping us in triggering this market.
Since yesterday's news of Prime Minister likely to contest of Rajkot, how has your land prices gone up really?
Well, I don't think so it will affect in any way to the market.
Okay.
But we
Prime Minister contesting from Rajkot, how it has not to affect your market, that is a big question.
Well, Himanshu, see, that's a politics is a part thing and business is a different.
Sentiment.
Sentiment is always there, but that sentiment is for the time being. It's not for a permanent sentiment what Rajkot will be going to have it. But we do have industries here. We have a infrastructure development here. We have a very good educational institutions in last 5 to 10 years span or 5 to 10 years span. So in all, with having all these facilities, people from entire region of Saurashtra and Kutch would definitely love to invest their hard-earned money into the city. And that's how it's helping our city.
It's a peaceful city. It's a color, culture, food, everything.
As you rightly said, it's Rangilu Rajkot.
It's a rock and roll. I always say Rajkot rocks, you know.
It's a city where a girl or lady can roam around in midnight hours also without having any kind of fear in their mind.
Even a girl can open a firing in Rajkot. You never know. This brings me to, interestingly, back to Amit. Amit, you are from Junagadh.
Yes.
And what I understand is that, the nearby ecosystem of Rajkot, in terms of the nearby districts of Rajkot, barring Jamnagar, not much of development is seen. Do you see those districts also playing a kind of ecosystem apart from the rural urbanization? When people from those districts want to come to Rajkot?
Yeah, they definitely want to come to Rajkot because Rajkot is center of Saurashtra and Kutch. So definitely they will come to Rajkot. Whoever wants to grow, they will first come to any city from village. Then their second target will be to come to Rajkot and stay and be stable over here.
Okay. So you mean to say even the nearby districts, now it is 10 districts I understand of Saurashtra-Kutch region, and they also would like to invest into Rajkot.
Yeah.
And that is also triggering a growth.
Yes, definitely. We are having so many customers from Junagadh and Keshod and wherever and so many nearby cities.
Who want to upgrade their lifestyle, and nearby talukas and cities they want to come to.
Yes.
Okay. This brings me to a question to Amit Bhai. Amit Bhai, again I see, a lot of people coming, wishing, shaking hands with you from several destinations. So again the same question what I asked Amit Rambadia to Mr. Amit Raja. How have you seen this transformation? આજે આખો બદલાવ છે કે રિયલ એસ્ટેટની ડિમાન્ડ રાજકોટમાં આજુબાજુના વિસ્તારોમાંથી મોરબી વિકસી રહ્યું છે, જેતપુર વિકસી રહ્યું છે, કેશ રીચ પબ્લિક છે, તો આ બધું કેવી રીતના ડેવલપ થયું છે?
Actually, basically there are schools in Rajkot, colleges in Rajkot. If you see, there are 17 engineering colleges in Rajkot.
17 engineering colleges in Rajkot, so educational ecosystem.
And one of the best school of India is in Rajkot. There are many schools in Rajkot. So each and every towns nearby, if they are real bit settled, they would always prefer to be in Rajkot. They get settled in Rajkot, then they travel to their towns if they have industry. Suppose there are many industrialists from Mobi whose home is in Rajkot. They used to travel every day to Mobi and come back to Rajkot. So everybody wants to be in Rajkot. One thing, Rajkot is very safe. One thing, Rajkot is very green. We have many amenities in Rajkot like theatres, malls and everything. So their destination is Rajkot. And they get very good education for their kids. So they would prefer to be in Rajkot. That's why Rajkot is growing up.
That's why Rajkot is growing. The city, there is peace, there is a color, there is a rock and roll temperament. People prefer to sleep in afternoons. So this is the last round we are doing now. People prefer to sleep in afternoons in Rajkot. There is a strong CIESTA culture. This brings me to a question to Anil. Goa is a similar market. If you call somebody to do a property documentation, he would say, afternoon I am sleeping after having my pint of drinks. Unfortunately, Rajkot is a dry location, but people sleep. How does this, is the cozy lifestyle in Rajkot, that easygoing approach, also one of the marketing points for you?
So now we'll have to change our perception, because it was all saying and all following of Rajkot that 2 to 4 was sleeping time and resting time. Now most of people works also in the afternoon hours. So it was earlier time when people were not responding in this time during this hours.
I have a very different experience. I went to one barber shop afternoon. I had to go for a television show, 3 o'clock in summer, and he said, I am sleeping, why you are disturbing my sleep? So still that temperament continues, Anil, please.
That may be the case, but most of people have started working during this afternoon hours. And day by day it's improving. Well, Rajkot, as I said, it's purely a tailor-made kind of market. Everybody does construction. Now there is a new concept also developing, a soldiery projects kind of thing, where group of people gathers and they design their own project according to their needs, and then they construct their own projects.
So soldiery till now was in food, now it has come into housing also.
You can say like that.
So that's like 10 families coming together or 15 families coming together and asking a builder to develop a real estate project for him?
Let me correct you. They don't ask to builder. They themselves make a group. They purchase the suitable locality for their residence project. Then they design, they construct themselves, and they live in that project.
This is a brilliant thing. अब तक सोल्जरी जो थी वो खाने में ही सुनी थी, पहली बार राजकोट में सुनने मिल रहा है. वैसे ये सौराष्ट्र काठियावाड़ लोग कहीं ना कहीं रास्ता निकाल ही लेते हैं. तो soldiery in housing is a big thing which Anil breaks to us, and we take this thing forward from here. service sector, the way the service sector of the nation is growing, Hitesh, how do you see, because Anil rightly said that the culture is shifting, from afternoon sleep, people are still now started working. There might be some shops which would have a board that even if Rajnikant comes between 1 to 4, we won't open the shop. But otherwise, how is this service sector demand or the corporate India demand fueling for Rajkot? Because Rajkot now, as the president rightly said, is the 7th fastest growing city. And have you people seen a corporate demand fueling the Rajkot real estate market?
You see, as such, you don't see remarkable presence of any big corporate here.
Yeah.
In terms of their industries or their having their regional offices or their head offices. Not in that sense, but every brand, corporate brand, they have some kind of business interest here in Rajkot, because Rajkot being a corporate commercial hub of Saurashtra. So there is a lot of demand, commercial spaces demand for corporate bodies.
Luckily, we have with us Mr. Anuj Puri, chairman of Anarok Consulting, which is a real estate consulting space. Anuj has visited Rajkot for the first time. So let us try to get from him as to what are his observations as far as the national space in housing and real estate goes. Anuj, GST and RERA are kind of issues with the real estate space. A lot of bottlenecks in terms of policy, but there are lots of hopes. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, affordable housing, the real estate investment trust, the co-living space and the co-working space. How do you see Rajkot shaping in this particular areas when you come in talks of positivities, the positive markers, as compared to the kind of bland mood which is prevailing today in the real estate sector in the nation?
So it's a very, very good question. There are several positives and several challenges in this. Clearly the challenges have been outlined, starting from demonetization, because Gujarat did have an adverse impact with the demonetization. And then GST and RERA coming in were the challenges. I think is where Rajkot is a little isolated is because of 5 or 6 factors. One is that it still has a very vibrant, investment appetite, and you still find better than many of the other cities investment appetite. Second, what I have discovered here is that the developers are very focused on delivery. I think the challenge that we faced in many of the markets, particularly the NCR market, there the developers haven't been focused on delivery. Here, invariably, I've met up with all the developers and they've said we go to the site almost on a daily basis, which is really unheard of in many of the markets.
That's a very brilliant point. There are no issues of home deliveries in Rajkot. Houses which are made, are committed, are delivered. Anuj, that's a very important point. Anuj makes a very important point that there are no issues of home deliveries in Rajkot. And let us ask Anuj to really, broadline this whole issue of housing deliveries and the kind of regulatory framework which is entered now from here.
So clearly in the NCR market there is a widespread problem where the developers have taken more money from the buyers and the balance installment that is left to be paid by the buyers is insufficient to complete the buildings. And clearly in areas like Rajkot where the developers have been focused on delivery, and I would say is also the financial prudence that they have not taken money from one project and in the greed gone ahead and invested into buying land in the other project. They have been very disciplined. They have made sure that the money is actually largely used towards construction of that project, which is where in NCR we've had that issue. I think going forward there will be a few things that Rajkot developers will need to think is, one is a little bit out of box, because there are a lot of alternate asset classes that are coming up. WeWorks, co-living, student accommodation, industrial, it has started to pick up, senior living. So there are a number of segments that the developers here will need to start to investigate rather than just containing themselves to residential.
Precisely. I mean, you said a lot of other areas with the Rajkot developers have to focus. As far as the construction quality and design, Anuj, have you taken a look at the city and what is your view as compared to the construction quality which you see probably in Gurgaon or Noida or Mumbai or Delhi?
So I'm very much surprised for the selling price. The quality of construction what the Rajkot developers have been able to deliver is just outstanding. I don't know how they deliver in that price, but I think it is a learning for a lot of the larger city developers to understand that in so thin margins and much lesser selling price, they're being able to deliver quality which is superior than many of the metropolitan cities.
Much professional and much of potential, that's what I mean. But I think you're going to make our city's real estate costly. That's a by this comment of yours. Thank you, Anuj. I understand you are busy, you are running with the meetings. Thank you for spending your time with us. And now we'll take the discussion forward. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much. So, the question to Amit, last question to Amit, and then Amit by Raja, of course. Amit, as Anuj rightly mentioned, that the real estate options are very limited in Rajkot. So how do you see this now from here? Do you see that Rajkot builders or developers will have to focus on creating more of the options for the real estate space?
Yeah, definitely. You have to give some variations to public. If there is so many other opportunity, if we have means there is so many universities coming, and if they need hostels, then we will go for that.
Student co-living space and hostels.
Yeah, yes, definitely we will go for that.
You'll explore that option.
Yes.
A concluding remark from the Joint Secretary, Amit Raja. Amit, Anuj spoke about several options which needs to be focused by Rajkot people. He talked of the kind of quality and the pricing of Rajkot real estate market. The tourism boost is one area where, how do you see this really happening, and how do you see that real estate market pricing in Rajkot is down, or it needs to be scaled up significantly?
Actually, in Rajkot, the majority builders don't have leverages. So that leverages cost we don't include in this selling price. That is the biggest advantage. Second, we believe in giving quality with the lesser price to get maximum returns for the investors. And as you said, Rajkot is the capital of Saurashtra. So we have Sasan nearby, we have Dwarka, we have Somnath. So there are many hotels as well as are coming up in Rajkot. So Rajkot is the prime destination for the tourists as well.
Okay. So concluding remark, friends. We conclude this panel discussion. Thank you everybody who had joined over here. And I think Rajkot, yes, is rising as far as the real estate story of Rajkot goes in terms of quality, the way Anuj stated, the new options which are going to come up. And we hope that the Property Expo Showcase 19 continues to be a Property Expo Showcase 2020 and bigger than this. With Nilesh from Speed Report, this is B. Himanshu for Dateline Gujarat and Speed Report together, a co-joint news reporting, kind of a news initiative venture for the first time done at the Rajkot Property Expo Show. Thanks a lot for viewing us, and do keep on feeding your comments to us. Thank you.